Broadcasting live every other Monday on a pirate frequency via the Imperial HoloNet, I welcome you to this installment of the Ragged Alliance cast. Episode 13, The Alliance Strikes Back. I'm Char Nimbus, scruffy-looking braggart, your humble servant, and the voice of the Alliance. Many thanks, constant listener, for being part of the culture and community that is Boba's Ragged Guard. Thanks also for your ongoing engagement with the cast, whether by simply tuning in or throwing it down on the holotables and giving us something to talk about, or by going further and bringing your ideas and segments for the cast, or engaging with our ongoing survey. It's not too late to get at that survey as we try to reshape the cast to serve you better. So far, we've heard an overwhelming desire for much more focus on the holotables. Big thanks to our resources team for stepping up to help fill this niche. Big thanks also to Gil118 for his feature last time on the light side of Geonosis. Many of us are headed back there later this week. This might be a good time for a refresher. Remember, it's all about careful planning and not letting your optimism outstretch your reach. This show hits the airwaves every other Monday, and we kindly ask for your submissions by the Friday before. You're welcome to get to us in whichever way is most comfortable for you, whether that is through the officers in your own guild, with the @podcaster tag on the Alliance server, or just get at me directly, Char Nimbus, on the server as well. The HoloNet is a world of big ideas driven by the little things. On the simplest level, we ask that you like and share this video and subscribe to the BRG YouTube channel. But there's more you can do to help expand the reach and influence of this wonderful alliance. Zinix, leading the communications team, has been working to expand our visibility into the worlds of Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, Tumblr, and Twitter. Please, if any of these are your active playgrounds, do what you can to help spread the word about who we are and how we do what we do. We've got a lot to get to ahead. Our regular feature on promotions and changes within the Alliance is up next, with a feature from Jay West of our resources team on relics, BRG aces, and more. Still to come on this episode of the Ragged Alliance cast. Things have been stable over the last couple of weeks from an Alliance staff perspective. Our new staff members are settling nicely into their roles and working diligently to help keep this Alliance operating. It is always nice to add new faces, and there's always more that can be done, but consistency is also a big deal, and it allows us to work together more efficiently. There are a couple of promotions around the Alliance to celebrate. Jay West, our newest resource officer, has also been promoted to officer in the Wampa Den. Congratulations to him for the new promotion, and many thanks for wasting no time getting started in resources. We'll hear more from Jay shortly. Also, a bit of moving and shaking in Sent by Ravens. Guild leader Singular Corey has stepped down and promoted Wikipedia to be his successor. Singular Corey is remaining with SBR in the role of officer, which will help keep the transition smooth. Congratulations again to our new officers, and our perpetual thanks to them and all Alliance staff too. Without their hard work and dedication, it would be impossible. If you feel like you've got it in you to make a contribution of your time and effort, BRG would love to hear from you. Your guild liaison officer, or GL, can put you in touch with the right people. The segment that follows was submitted by Jay West of the resources team and represents his hard work on their behalf, expanding the knowledge base of the Alliance to help our guilds run more efficiently. Hi everyone from the BRG Alliance. Today we are here to speak about relics. First, we will speak about the requirements for a Relic 7 character. Keep in mind that your toons need to be Gear 13, and that you need Gear 12 pieces to get to R7, the max level for relics at present. Now with this chart, you can see what you will need to relic a character from 1 through 7. Watch carefully because you can see on this chart that there is gear that is easier for you to farm and will give you the best conversion rate for your scavenged pieces. As an example, if you craft the holo projector for the Aurodium heatsink pieces, it will give you the same amount of pieces as a fully crafted stun cuff. But if you don't craft the holo projector, it will not be efficient, because with the holo projector salvage, you will get 200 for 20 if you don't craft it first. With that said, don't forget to check the chart to know exactly what you need to relic 7 a character. You also have the probability chart that can help you determine about the amount of crystals that you will need to spend to get to relic 7 quickly, and the drop rates for signal data. Now it's time to talk about my free-to-play strategy. As you can see, I don't have many relic characters, but that's the price to pay to keep money in my wallet. So it's a simple strategy, and it will upgrade your Relic 1 character to Relic 7 in 3 weeks if the drop rates are in your favor, maybe even 2. First, you have to do 6 to 8 refreshes of Cantina energy per week, and trust me, you can do it easily even if you're free to play. For me, the most important thing is when to use them. And the 2 days that I use these refreshes are on Sunday into Monday and Tuesday into Wednesday, taking advantage of the Cantina and the all kinds of energy bonus that will help give more guild coins, and these guild coins can help you buy gear for the Jawa scavenger. Use the energy that you buy to farm your signal data in Cantina because you need a lot of them. Because it takes 2 to 3 weeks, you have plenty of time to farm gear that your character will need that you will scavenge. One last thing for me today. When it comes to whom to relic first and where to stop, personally, I think that Relic 5 is a good place to stop, depending on the tune. And when it comes to who you should relic first, put relics on the tunes that you want and that you need. As an example, I relicked my brood for the Acklay mission, which helped me a lot, and I have relicked my Grievous and Anakin for their ship and to beat Darth Revan. Go with what you want and what you need. Thanks for taking the time to listen to this segment on relics, and have a great week. May the Force be with you. And many thanks to Jay West for this submission. BRG Aces showcases the
most impressive
moments from guilds across the Alliance, as noticed by your officers and guildmates. This is to say that it's not always about roster size and all the best Zetas, but making the most of what you have and playing with hearts so big your mates and officers take notice. We also feature those accomplishments that display our guild's progress, striving towards endgame content, with a splash of real life when it gives us cause for celebration mixed in. This week, as usual, we'll look at territory wars first, to find our BRG aces. As you'll recall, we usually use NavCirc's metric for territory wars, which offsets the game's scoring bias towards setting defenses by rewarding defensive banners at 1/4 portion each, offensive banners at 1.5 portions each, and each successful defense is worth 10 full portions. Gin and Juice put up a monster campaign with a full clear and 64 successful defenses through only 3 open territories. Tree 11 locked down the highest total nav score, Tropic Rave was the top offensive contributor, and Jules held the first territory down a long time with 10 defensive stops, before Shuey locked down the next with 10 of his own and a stall. Moving on, we'll look generally at territory battles across the Alliance. Gin and Juice challenged themselves to a more aggressive approach on Geonosis, and increased their overall score from 19 stars to 21 last week, leaving the 22nd a scant 500,000 away on the board. More importantly, though, guilds across the Alliance are making progress towards unlocking Wat Tambor. Exile went from not getting a single shard last cycle to 4 of a possible 6 players winning one. Livin' La Vida Yoda went from 2 to 4 shards, and Sent by Ravens went from 2 to 6. Wayward Knights, the Improbability of Porgs, and Censored actually started activating him this week. Gin and Juice came just a few shards short of unlocking Wat, but managed to increase our count to 17 shards earned this time through. Gil 118 recorded his strategy and shared it with the rest of us, and it worked so well that we'd like to share it with the rest of you. Tune in next time for that story. Finally, despite all our best efforts, real life just keeps happening around this beautiful game. As such, let's all celebrate some of what life has to offer our BRG fam off the holotables and outside the cantina. Congratulations to Livin' La Vida Yoda's Kua Zalgmar and Mrs. Zalgmar on one of real life's great milestones. The news that they are expecting a new Sith due in August. I believe I speak for all of us when I say that, come August, pix or it didn't happen. And the fam keeps getting bigger in Livin' La Vida Yoda. Congratulations also to Swiss Tailors, who found a different way to accomplish that feat, and someone to live his best life with, on and off the tables. Congratulations on the engagement. Let us know when you need the BRG mailing list for all the invitations. Lastly, an apology and a correction. Last episode, I introduced BRG to Mark Solo and Joanna's daughter Shelby. The trouble is that this is Mark Solo and Shelby's daughter Joanna. That means that I misspoke when I proclaimed that Mark had unlocked his relic, Shelby. His relic is actually named Joanna. My humble and sincere apologies. Congratulations to all of our BRG aces. Reached a new pinnacle in a territory battle? Have a ravenous pack of solid Kyber GAC certified overachievers? Finally passed another new milestone? Help your guildmates get the recognition and prestige they deserve. Remind your officers to let us know about the moments that make you go, Yahoo! So that we can share them here and we can celebrate each other's successes. In closing, I'd like to remind everyone again that there's been a lot of new content released into the Star Wars galaxy over the last few months. Episode 9, The Mandalorian, and Resistance, at least. I know it seems like the time to fret over spoilers might have passed, but remember, we are a global alliance, and Disney is kinda funny about international release dates. In any case, what I'm saying is please keep all discussion of the new content confined to the new Star Wars Content Discussion channel. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Also, thanks as always to the BRG Alliance staff for the tireless work they do, day in and day out. Also, huge thanks to our producers, J. Robertson12 and Zinix, and to the rest of the cast crew, whose hard work makes all this possible. Finally, if you have suggestions for segments, please reach out to me directly, or through your officers or GL. Also, the cast crew is always looking for help. Know a little about production? Want to get your feet wet on a fun project with a great crew? I want to hear from you. Until next time, BRG, may the Force be with you. Until then, this is Char Nimbus, the voice of the Alliance, signing off.